Hi everyone, so I hope you're doing well. What strange times that we're in, and I just thought I would make you a little video, just like a little chat about things that's going on in my head, and maybe you can help show me some new things so that we can understand more together instead of just like it's my way, and I don't think that's a very good way to be with people. I think we can learn so much from each other as long as we share, whether you're whatever religion or whatever you believe, you know, I keep being told, God bless any child that finds God, whichever way, shape, or form that is. And that's what God wants me to keep showing people. And that we should all be love and compassion, and we were made in the image of God, and that image, it's not a human, it is the image of love, for God is love. So there's something with Eve that I wanted to show in Genesis 4. Like I've been honest with you, and I was christened in a church, and I even done my confirmation in church as well. Yeah, so I just feel I'm more a spiritual person. Um so in Genesis 3 verse 20, it says, Paradise lost, God's judgment. Then the man Adam named his wife Eve because she would be the mother of all who live. This is so important because in one of my videos I says to you, Eve is the mother of all on this earth. She also incarnated as Mother Mary because she is the mother. And this person, the female witness, said it was a female witness. The woman in the wilderness is the female witness when she comes out of that place, which I said was probably like countryside or something like that there. When she comes out of that, she is the one who is the mother of all. But the thing is, I see people on the internet and they're saying that they're the witnesses and things like that. They just don't get it. The witnesses aren't to say who they are. You just have to find it in your hearts who they are. If you know God and your heart is true and you're trying your best to live your life a good life. I'm not saying everybody's perfect because we're here to learn our life lessons and this is our life journey. And sometimes we only gain our wisdom whenever we've made our mistakes. We keep making the same mistakes over and over again until we have learnt them, but some people lack that understanding. Okay? So I feel that we shouldn't be like so down on people. We should try our best to help them and go, right, this is the guidance here I'm giving you, and it's up to you because we all have free will to make our own choices and decisions. So that's what I wanted to say about that. So the witnesses, if they're going to be killed, well then that's the people haven't done anything to stop it. Just about like Jesus, the whole thing, Christ, the whole thing that happened there. People, even his own disciples, abandoned him because they were scared of what was happening to him was going to happen to them. So it's a bit like we're in this circle. That's how I feel we're stuck in this circle and that we need to break free from this. That's what I spiritually feel. So what I'm feeling is the witnesses are still going to cross over either way. The natural way or being murdered way. So it's going to come down to us, we the people, will we recognise them? Remember King of the Jews, I think, was placed over Jesus' head, Christ's head, whatever you would call him, Yeshua, some people call, whatever you recognise him as. And the people, that was trying to tell the people, like, here he is, and nobody did anything. So, what was the other thing I noticed as well? Yeah, I have that marked, but I'm going to read that some other time. Yes, so Trump is concerning me. I'm not going to lie. Is anybody else having this feeling, or is it just me? I did mention it in one of my videos quite a while ago, and I said, just that feeling I was getting inside, and I remember way back, and it's not something I would usually do, but I recorded the TV watching him being his inauguration for being president. And the newsreader, it was Sky News, Kay Burley was the presenter, and it said something like, they were going on about Trump's car being the beast, but it was the way it was being said and things, and I was like, I just this feeling. So anyway, just this past while, after I made a video and I says to you, he was going on about this snake poem. It was the first time I'd heard of it, and I was like, it just felt as though he was telling people right in front of him, because they've got a habit of doing that. It was like he was a snake and you took him in, but he's telling us that he's a snake, So then I came across, it's like as if all of a sudden, especially this past couple of weeks, I've been like getting confirmation more and more about my feelings. And don't get me wrong, I don't think Obama is any better. I really don't. There's actually quite a few people that we need to be aware of here, I want to warn you about Sandana as well. That's another thing that was shown to me recently, was I kept saying to God, why is people going to believe this person Sandana is Christ? Show me, I don't get this. Why are they going by this name for him? And then I was shown not that long ago that, the way like you talk about ascended masters and things like that, right? There's no denying that Christ was an ascended master, right? So Sandana's going to come here, say that he is an ascended master, and that his name was changed to Sandana while he became an ascended master. Then there's the lady Nada or something. I think it means nothing. That's the meaning of the name or something. And she's the whore of Babylon. So I just want to put it out there. I don't care what it cost me in my life or whatever. In past lives, I have died telling the truth. I have been murdered telling the truth in past lives before. So for me, death is like, oh, this again, whatever, been there, done that, here I am again, and more people are waking up to the fact that you don't just live the one life, and get it right, the one life, but there is a time where in your journeys that you do have to make it, and not everybody's going to make this one. I've been told that, but majority are, but not everybody is going to make it. So we're going to pray for them, and we're going to do all we can for them. Okay? Yeah, just to give you some peace of mind, don't be worrying about what I just said. As long as you've got the love of God in your heart, no matter what way, shape or form it is that you believe in God, as long as you've got the love of God in your heart and you've got faith and you pray, you've got nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Even if you are deceived by them and you've got a good heart in that, I believe God's got a plan for you. Don't be worrying. Don't worry. Don't live in fear, and the answers will come to you. Keep you praying for guidance. Always keep praying for guidance. Ask, say, I would like to know more. So the whole thing with Ezekiel was about Trump. I felt it was about him, you know, and it said things like I look for someone who might rebuild the wall of righteousness that guards the land. I search for someone to stand in the gap in a wall so I wouldn't have to destroy the land, but I find no one. So now I will pour out my fury on them, consuming them with fire of my anger. I will heap on their heads the full penalty for all their sins. I, the sovereign Lord, has spoken. Seen another thing, I googled it. Trump building the wall, and then I saw an article that said Trump building the wall in his colour black. That's him telling you what his side is, black, right in front of your face. Also, weren't we didn't it show that people were going to be taken in by you know, the ones that are deceiving us, right? Well, that's what I feel is happening at the minute, that we're being under the times of being, you know, the great deception. America is Babylon. I've always said that. And Ezekiel, I think, it even talks a bit about that as well, you know. Let's see what it says. Right, okay. The true Israelis, get it. The true Israelis were sent away from Israel. They aren't there. And it even states in the Bible that they will be brought back to the land, okay? They will be brought back there. And they were spread out. They're spread out around the world. Yeah, that's it there. That's it. Right. Judgment against Israel mountains. Again a message came from me, from the Lord. Son of man, turn and face the mountains of Israel and prophesy against them. Proclaim this message from the sovereign Lord against the mountains of Israel. This is what the sovereign Lord says to the mountains and hills, and to the ravens and valleys. I am about to bring war upon you, and I will smash your pagan shrines. All your altars will be demolished, and your places of worship will be destroyed. I will kill your people in front of your idols. I will lay your corpses in front of your idols and scatter your bones around your altars. Wherever you live, there will be desolation, and I will destroy your pagan shrines. Your altars will be demolished, your idols will be smashed, your places of worship will be torn down, and all the religious objects you have made will be destroyed. The place will be littered with corpses, and you will know that I alone am Lord. But I will let a few of my people escape destruction, and they will be scattered among the nations of the world. Then when they are exiled among the nations, they will remember me. They will recognize how hurt I am by their unfaithful hearts and lustful eyes that long for their idols. I can't even read because my eyes, well. Then at last they will hate themselves for all their detestable sins. They will know that I alone am the Lord, and that I was serious when I said I would bring this calamity on them. This is what the sovereign Lord says: clap your hands in horror and stamp your feet. Cry out because all that detestable sins the people of Israel have committed. Now they are going to die from war, famine, and disease. Disease will strike down those who are far away in exile. War will destroy those who are nearby, and anyone who survives will be killed by famine. So at last I will spend my fury on them. They will know that I am Lord when their dead lie scattered among their idols and altars, on every hill and mountain, and under every green tree and every green shade tree. The places where they offer sacrifices to their idols, I will crush them and make their cities desolate from the wilderness. In the south, I don't know what that word is, Ribla. In the north, then they will know that I am the Lord. Yeah, so that's what I feel. I just feel that I intuitively knew in my heart and my soul that the true Israelis were scattered through the nations. They were sent out of Israel by the conquerors and the dictators, and people all over the world are there is descendants of these true Jews out there, and they will be brought back to the land as well God wants. But I just feel at the minute anybody that is actually there, goes there, they're going to be so deceived. That's what I feel, and it's not going to be pretty. It's what I feel. And another thing with Trump as well, his image is on the coin for the temple in Israel, and isn't that a form of worshipping? You know, that coin is going to help build the third temple. And I actually read a thing on my phone about the temple, and it was definitely here in Ezekiel. Can't find it at the minute. I probably just I will find it. It's on my phone, and I don't have my phone upstairs with me. And but right, what I felt was, and I'll add the verse whenever I get it at the bottom. I'll put in a comment in this video. But it basically was like whenever I saw what their temple was going to be like, this is like one of the gifts I have, and I'm so thankful for, is whenever people can't see something dark and someday I can see it. It's like if I look at them, I can see right into their souls, like what they are. People might call them like somebody a bad person or whatever, but sometimes I can see something really good in somebody. But in with the temple, whenever I saw it, it came back to me as dark energy. And I know I read something there today from, I think it was from Ezekiel, where it said like we we, the people, like people whose hearts are in the right place and true Jews who are going to return there, and the two witnesses are all going to come together, bring people together, and they're going to, what I felt, they're going to change the energy of all the objects. The objects are already being made for this third temple, and it's like all what I felt from it was like dark energy, and I know I read this, and as I say, I wish I had wrote it down now what verse it was, but I will add it whenever I get it into the comments, and you can read it for yourself. But it's basically describing where God's, I'd say the 144,000, the two witnesses, and whoever else is alive then are gonna change. I actually think the third temple is gonna be like a healing temple. That's what I felt. It's gonna be a healing temple. It's gonna be something spectacular by the time this is all over with. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to go through the rough before we go through the smooth. And as for America, I just keep seeing the metaphor red pill, blue pill. He's might saying me, why are you crying? Because I don't like what I see for people. Some people, not all. And I have a heart. And so the red pill, which I feel is Trump, we're gonna get that very unpleasant truth. That's the metaphor of it. Look up yourself. And then the blue pill is Biden, so carry on in your blissful ignorance, just like the deceptive world that we are, blah, blah. I kind of feel like America's been backed into this corner. God's always in control, and we are going to have to go through the rough before the smooth, like revealing of those in the dark for who and what they truly are, in order for us to be able to clear that energy out and move forward. What I will say is, when you work on yourself and self-love and raise your consciousness, you will realize there's a lot more deception than what you've been told, and sometimes that truth is really I'm not gonna lie to you, it's really hard to chew, because we've been lied to so much for so long in this place, this earth. We've been in a dark place for a very long time, and whenever the truth comes around, sometimes it's just too much for people. I get that, you know. So we can send them love and strength and hope and support. And yeah, hang on, I'm gonna pause this video and see if I can find this, because this is gonna bug me now. Right, hang on. Okay, I find this here in Ezekiel 11 verse 14, hope for exiled Israel. Then this message came to me from the Lord, Son of man, the people still left in Jerusalem are talking about you and your relatives and all the people of Israel who are in exile. They are saying those people are far away from the Lord, so now he has given their land to us. Therefore, tell the exiles, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Although I have scattered you in the countries of the world, I will be a sanctuary to you during your time in exile. I, the sovereign Lord, will gather you back from the nations where you have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel once again. When the people return to their homeland, they will remove every trace of their vile images and detestable idols, and I will give them singleness of heart and put a new spirit within them. I will take away their stony, stubborn heart and give them a tender, responsive heart, so they will obey my decrees and regulations. Then they will truly be my people, and I will be their God. But as for those who long for vile images and detestable idols, I will repay them fully for their sins. I, the sovereign Lord, have spoken. Yeah, and to say it goes on about Babylonian, which is America. This, I just can't put it into words, that if you buy those Trump coins, you're actually supporting that beast system, and you're building this temple. And what I felt, it was dark energy. But the ones, the actual chosen ones who are going to be protected, who God still wants them to be here, are going to rejuvenate it, change it, and create something really beautiful from it all. Yeah. What else was there? Was there anything else? Or does anybody else want to add anything in the comments or anything? I hope you are all doing okay, and just keep praying and know that you're never alone. Everybody's got guides with them. You were born with guides from the day you took your first breath. And everybody's got jobs to do for God, even you, even if you don't realize it. Like, if you're just being a parent here in this world, you're still doing a job for God. You know, you brought beautiful children into this world, even though at times you might not see it. Like, mine mess up quite a lot. I mean, like, don't pick up their stuff after them, and you feel as if you're in an endless circle. Yeah, so we all have days like that there, and that's fine. But you're still doing a job, you know, in this world, even if you don't feel like it. What else did I say? Yeah, the peace agreement as well. Wasn't that Donald Trump? There was a peace agreement. Was that with Sudan or something not so long ago? And then he said 5 other countries will join it. Well, he is the one in charge of Babylon at the minute, which is America, right? So just before this even happened, like, this was just my personal opinion, that whoever signed that peace agreement or any peace agreement with Israel, that was the one that we were to be aware of, because there is no peace. There is no peace. I'll tell you that now. I will let you know whenever there's peace. I will let you know whenever there's real peace there. And at the minute, there's no peace there. That's all nonsense. So it is. But don't be scared, and make sure and ask for help. If you do not ask for help, you won't get it, okay? So make sure and ask God for any help that you need. If you need help with like money and stuff, just pray for abundance. Have your heart in the right place as well. Make sure, pay it forward, helping people as well. It's really good for you, your soul, and those good things will come back to you as and when they need to. But keep your hope and your faith. And if you live in America or the Middle East, I think things is going to be really, really, really difficult for you. I really do. Really, really do. But that's where we need to bring in the power of prayer. I do not care if you are whatever religion. If we all pray together, God is love, okay? Those prayers will be heard. And that's what I need you to do right now, all of us together. Just pray for better solutions to problems, and pray for those who walk in the dark to be revealed for who and what they truly are. And that's another thing as well. Didn't Trump do executions and stuff recently? That was that not the most in history, or civilian executions? Person of love and light, a true person of God, of love and light, would never ever take life. That's the whole idea, the whole purpose of this as well. Peace on earth will only come when you stop taking the life of another person and you have the love of God in your heart. Okay, you heard that from me, and I won't ever go back and change those words, because that's the truth. But yeah, I just felt like doing this video. There's other things I could say too, but I feel as though I've said enough. and I don't really, why drag myself down to that level, showing what other people are doing, because we're so much better than that, right? We're so much better than that. So yeah, if you could put like comments in down below, would be really nice just to hear your thoughts and what you're thinking and what you're going through. And if you even put below in the comments what you would like all of us who watch this video to pray for you, what is it you need? Is there somebody that needs a healing? You know, that we could send them some healing energy in our prayers and pray for that person, and let's do some nice positive things together. That's what I think we need to do right now. And God bless this person that actually gave this Bible to me, and I just read it was in 2007 they gave me that Bible, and I absolutely love it now. Isn't that strange? So yeah, God bless you, love and light, and I hope you find some kind of peace in your heart just even listening to me. I'm sorry I got a bit emotional, but sometimes I just can't help it because I do worry about other people. And hopefully something good's going to come out, and hopefully I'll be able to do so much more good in the world for other people. That's one of my dreams anyway. I want to be able to do, I already do loads of good things and I don't have to prove them to anybody, but I do. And I've had really lovely feedback recently, and people believing in themselves, starting up their own businesses, and you know, saying to me, like, if it wasn't for you, you know, show me, you know, the way, I wouldn't be where I am now. So I'm doing really good things. So I just hope in the new year I can actually do a lot more good things for people. Planting trees is another thing that I'm really interested in, planting more trees in the world. I absolutely love the trees. It's my happy place where I find peace and comfort. So that's one of the things I want to do as well. Like, I do care about the environment and what we use and stuff like that there. So, and I love my products. I love trying new products as well. I've always, especially particularly this year that I've had more time as well. So yeah, I just want you, if I can give you any words of encouragement, if there's anything that's bothering you and you just want me to pray, or if anything gets shown to me for advice, just nice encouragement advice for you to believe in yourself, I'll definitely do that. So that's what I feel we should do. So in the comments, if there's anything that you feel that we need to talk about, or you'd want to see if God would show me anything, definitely do. But I can only talk about things as and when I get shown these things, so I can. But yeah, I think that's a lovely thing for us to do. We can pray for people even if we don't know them in the comments. At least we're doing something right, and it doesn't cost any money. It just costs us 5 minutes of our time and showing compassion. So I shall love yous and leave yous, and take care, and just put a comment so I can know how yous are doing at the minute. How are yous feeling? Okay? Take care. Bye. Love you.